I knew that this guy was a player. We started talking like 2 years ago.
He did inform me that there was no roster, essentially implying I was the only person he was talking to.
I got played by a TikTok influencer for 9 months, and I think it's time that I expose his trashy ass behavior.
I get it. She wanna come with me, I get it. She wanna come feel me, I get it.
Just because someone is popular online and says all the things that you like doesn't mean they believe everything that they say, myself included. You don't have to trust me 100%, but the people who know me know I believe what I believe. But it's your responsibility to check, and don't hold my views like authority and be like, oh, I admire him, oh, I'm in love with him, or whatever. I don't know whether you're in love with me. But it's always important for you to check who you are watching online. Just because they say one thing doesn't mean they believe it to the fullest. I know I believe what I believe, but it is your responsibility to not take me as a standard of truth, but to check and come to your conclusions yourself. So that's your responsibility. The problem with male women is this: they will say anything to get female approval, and people like that cannot be trusted because you will never know their real motives and intention.
We started talking in May of last year, right before my birthday, and he like wooed me. He was very kind. I felt really excited and thankful that I found somebody who, at the time, I thought respected me for more than my physical appearance. And yeah, I literally could have never imagined or even like fathomed what was gonna end up happening after talking for 9 months.
Every man that is interested in you must have been attracted to you because of your body or your face or something. Something must have attracted to you, and it's most likely your appearance. It's never your intellect. The initial is always appearance. Then the continuous would then be intellect and every other thing. So don't deceive yourself. And again, men will say all the things you want to hear because you people lay down the rules. You want to be tickled, and men will tickle you. And that is the thing. Doesn't mean I support it, but this is the reality you should understand. And in the past, your mom or your parent will warn you and try to shield you, but nowadays people think they are wiser and they fall into this kind of traps.
After talking for 9 months.
And his persona online, at least to me, was very different than who he was in real life. And that really kind of made me sad, bummed me out, upset me, because I felt like he was a person who was a safe space for a lot of people and a lot of women who had been through trauma.
Online persona can be deceiving, so whether he tries to portray that he's a safe space for women or not, it's irrelevant. What matters is who he is in person. So all that talk was for attention and growth, social media growth.
I honestly didn't expect to like start talking because of my original DM, but obviously I was excited too because I had a lot of respect for him. I thought he was like this champion for women, supported our rights, berated people who disrespected women, and just all that stuff that, you know, makes a woman feel safe, right?
Lat told us, hey, I am talking to other people. When we asked, when all like a dozen of us asked, hey, are you talking to anybody? Instead, he lied and said he did not have a roster and that he was not talking to anybody.
As we continued to speak a little bit more, he did inform me that there was no roster, essentially implying I was the only person he was talking to, the only person he was receiving photos from. And I was, again, fine with that. But of course, if you're going to tell me that there's no roster and I'm the only person you're talking to, I'm going to believe that.
Early on in the conversation, she tells me that he had told her in December that he had no roster. What the f do you call me? You're talking to me for 7 months at that point, and you're gonna say that you have no roster. I see. I'm really embarrassed to admit this, but I created a...
When I say things like this, doesn't mean I support the guy. It's just that we know they are criminals. We know they are thieves in this world. We don't leave our door open. We know they are players, and we still leave our doors open. The reason I'm saying this is this. This guy is not an average guy down the street that everybody likes and blah, blah, blah. No. This guy is someone I think during 2020, he became like an advocate of the Democratic Party. It's like every of their messaging, he was spouting it. I think he even got access to come to the White House at some time, and he met the president. He was championing everything that they championed, every liberal agenda he championed. Even when the evidence was contrary, he championed it, and all the women were like, whoa, this is the man I want. This is the man that I truly want. Why can't men be like this guy? Why can't men be like this guy? He's a champion for women. He's this. He supports this. He supports my right to end my unwanted child. And all these women are thinking that, oh, out of all the ladies on his social media, I am the one that he picked. Sisters, what do they expect? I don't understand. This guy has millions of women on his neck, and he DMs you, and you think you are the only one? Nah, nobody does that. Maybe he met you physically in the mall or something. Then I will understand in some cases. But even then, you should be skeptical. And how do you enter a relationship and you don't know your intention for relationship? That's why sometimes when we avoid the traditional way of doing things, we are stupid if we don't have a better way to replace it. You are entering into a relationship, most likely you guys are experiencing your bodies together, and there is no commitment made between any one of you. Nobody has seen the other person's family. Nobody knows the other person's. I won't be even surprised if none of you know your houses. He doesn't know your house, or you don't know his house, or whatever the case may be. And you people are having casual relationships like this, and you are wondering how come you told him you want to be exclusive. How can he be exclusive? The guy has many ladies on his neck. He cannot be exclusive. He's not a reasonable person. His ideology supports the fact that he can have as much promiscuous sex as possible, and he also knows that his ideology means that you as a lady can have as much promiscuous sex as possible. So he expects you to understand that this is casual. You all of a sudden thinking, oh, although these ladies didn't think this one, I think some other ladies did, that they want to be exclusive. Doesn't mean anything. Okay, you guys are in a casual relationship and you people are enjoying yourself, quote unquote, and you are not asking him, is there any other person? What will he tell you? Will he tell you yes? He won't tell you that one. He wants to keep the experience flowing. He wants to maintain the persona that he's a good guy. Ladies, this trick should not be easy for you to fall, please.
I see. I'm really embarrassed to admit this, but I created a private story on Snapchat for just him and named it For Your Eyes Only, and he loved it. He loved the attention that I was giving him and the fact that he knew that I wasn't entertaining anybody else the way I was entertaining him.
My personal interactions with Harry were very specific. They pretty much revolved around me sending explicit photos that he had requested very specific ones of. I did not have a problem with sending photos to him.
The rest of me and him talking was still casual, but I had been in a position at that point where I didn't want something casual anymore. I didn't want to mess around like that anymore. I wanted something serious. I told him so. I basically told him, hey, I'm going to be in DC at this time. If you're not there, I'm taking this as a sign not to talk to you anymore. He said he was going to be there, and then a couple days later said he wasn't going to be there. Took it as a sign, stopped talking to him. He ended up being there, and I violently avoided him while I was there. We did not see each other, we did not interact, but we're in town at the same time.
I was fine with being casual with him, but I was very upfront with him as well and let him know that I was looking for a relationship. And I did think that maybe he would be looking for one as well, because I didn't kind of see him the way he presents himself online as someone who would just be looking for explicit photos and having a very casual interaction with someone frequently.
See what I said? See what I said? The first one said she created a Snapchat for him for your eyes only, which means she is sending him nudes. How is that decent? How is that normal? I don't understand people. What commitment has this guy made that you are sending him nudes? How do you trust him not to go and post down news or share it with his friends? The amount of trust people give to people they don't know, it's something else. I don't even think husbands and wives should be sending news to themselves. It's risky. You don't know who has access to all those pictures. Even though you trust yourself, your phone is not safe. I think there was one issue where Apple had a breach where people's private pictures was being exposed or leaked or something. I don't know. You can't trust any of these things. The other one also says he specifically asked for the lewd photos. That is to say, he must have described how the posture and everything that those pictures should have. This is someone that has not given you commitment to. I have respect for this lady. This lady made a standard, although she had already fallen for his trap. I don't know how far she had fallen, but she laid a standard and he didn't pass it and she left. She wanted to know whether he is truly committed to her, and she checked in some way. So, because to be honest, this thing is too good to be true. Where you see a celebrity and you think the celebrity is committed to you, you have to check somehow how committed are you to this relationship that we have. I'm not saying this for ladies to make guys to keep jumping hoops. No, I'm saying have a proper check to see whether is there something here, and she did that, which I respect. If you're enjoying this video, please leave me a like, share the video if you are enjoying it so far, and subscribe. We need your support. It's small for you, but it's a huge thing for us. Just a button away. Click it.
I'm gonna try to get through this without crying. I'm mostly crying because I'm really proud of all of these girls for coming forward, because I know how manipulative and conniving and overall dangerous this political TikToker is. And for so long, because I've been talking about him and his disgusting behavior for over a year now. Nobody believed me. You know, I had a few people that obviously did. It was just like, it was never taken serious. And like, above all, I'm pissed because he is the same guy that's gonna end up in the political hierarchy that has all of these allegations but has too much power within to ever be actually taken down. That's exactly where he's headed, and he's been heading there for so long. As somebody who's known him since I was 18, and we were incredibly close, we met in person a few times. I really don't care if he makes an apology. I don't care if he takes accountability. I don't care about all that, because it's going to be fake, and I can promise you that. And it's going to be gaslighting everybody. He's an incredibly sick individual, fairly perverted, and he's been getting away with this for so long. It got to a point where it was just too exhausting to even try to, you know, put stuff out. I am really happy that it's gaining traction now.
So as much as I want to hear the lady's side, I also have to be fair. There has to be some form of exaggeration in all of this description. So I, on my own, personally, I believe them, but doesn't make that true. Everything they are saying has to be taken with a grain of salt, so we don't slander people. So there might be an 80% correctness in what they are saying, then there are 20% spice. So it's always important for us not to impute motive where none is. We have to be truthful. So that being said, I do believe her. Why? Because most of everything this lady is saying, I have seen it in this guy's commentary and politics. There are some views people hold that I can't trust them. I don't know, maybe one day when I do live streams, you people can ask me, but if you, I've said this thing before, any man that supports the unjustified killing of an innocent child, you have no respect from me. I don't care what cause you have none whatsoever from me. So that alone is enough for me to put him on a do not listen to category. This guy has publicly, he sees the evidence in front of him where the former administration was doing something stupid, and people were pointing it out to him, but he's like so amped, and he's like, you need to go and watch his election coverage. He was lying to himself and his fans, and that it's happening. And I would say from 2020 till 2024, he was doing that throughout. So I kind of stopped seeing this guy as somebody that can be objective. So when she's saying that he's conniving, that whenever he apologizes that she won't believe him, I truly believe her. And that is just me. Maybe you guys think he's said truths in the past. That's your opinion. I don't trust him.
6 months into talking, he suddenly is like, I'm not looking for any commitment, and I'm not in a place to find anything long-term right now. I'm just really busy, blah, blah, blah. And like, I was understanding. I was fine keeping things casual. However, I couldn't help but feel that he led me on. And he even admitted to that. He's like, yeah, that's on me for like not making my intentions clear. Okay. He tells me a couple more times after that he doesn't want commitment. And then next thing I know, he's posting a soft launch thirst trap of him and his new girlfriend 2 weeks ago.
So that's where that video comes from. After telling the other one that he's not interested in a long-term relationship, having a relationship at all. Well, what do you expect? He's a celebrity. There are many ladies hitting him up, and all he just needs to do is just promise them like they have something together, and that's it. But at least for you, after 6 months, he became honest. But the question is, what did you fall for after 6 months? I don't know. If a celebrity hits me up and is saying X, Y, and Z, the amount of skepticism I will have, it will be big. And there will be no commitment even from me, no matter how beautiful she is or whatever. I need to know you properly. In short, it's even dream. What am I dreaming about? Which kind of stupid dream be that one?
It's like these champions for women, right? And the idolizing of these men that care about women. It's just a ploy to try to get into their pants. You know, it's not like I could go through everything that he has done. I could probably make a freaking novel on it. And if you want, I can talk about some of them that I remember. Some of them I can't talk about because I'm legally not allowed to do so, or it's legally a bad idea for me to talk about it.
Fear male womanists. Fear them very well. In short, the movement itself, I don't care whether first wave, second wave, third wave, fourth wave, they are all bad. Avoid both men and women womanists. All of them. Avoid them. Run. They are all dangerous. For the male one, they are trying to do everything to get your approval, to take advantage of you, and they have no spine. You can never trust them. Men cannot trust them. Women cannot trust them. For the female one, she hates when her man is above her in any way, as in submitting to her husband or her man is like cancer for her, as in it eats her. She doesn't like it. Even though she tries to tolerate it, she doesn't like it. So avoid both of them. You cannot be with somebody that is against you. I hope people were able to see some form of thing and learn from this video. It's just a whole mess. People should not trust all of these political pundits. I guess you should ask yourself, what do they believe when they are not punditing, when they are not saying things online? What exactly do they believe? Then hold them on that, and not what they commit to you and tell you what they believe. Now, even myself, don't hold me based on my presentation here. Go and look at how I live my life, then judge from there, and that's how you know. So anyhow, people, especially ladies, the fact that you see that you like this guy means that many other guys, or rather many other ladies, like this guy. And if he's easily accessible, that means many ladies are also having access to him. Not saying you can't trust somebody with a lot of following. You can, but tread with a lot of care. Tread with care. Don't just give your bodies to somebody because they have a lot of following on Instagram, or they've been to the White House or whatever. If there is no commitment, I'm sure most of these ladies, they are not even on his social media. His family doesn't know you. His community doesn't know you. Nobody knows you. But yet you've given your body to him. You've spread everything. No part of your body is alien to him anymore. That's foolishness. You don't commit your body to somebody that has not committed to you in some way, especially in marriage. So people, especially ladies, don't fall for this trap. The kind of lady he likes, he probably cannot have access to them easily without lying to them. And every lady in his DM is most likely an opportunity for him to just relieve his masculine stress. Do not fall for it. Men will sleep with anything. I'm telling you, men will sleep with anything. Doesn't mean they will commit to you. It doesn't mean like that. So please be careful. Be careful out there. I know this one didn't benefit the guys too much. This is mostly for the ladies. So for the guys, you too, be steadfast in what you are doing. Don't be too distracted with the women in the DMs. Go and meet people physically. That's the one for the guys. Anyhow though, I hope this video blesses you, and do have a blessed day ahead. I'll see you guys and girls later. Bye bye.